We'll continue with the Pledge of Allegiance. You have the flag?
Yeah, hold on. Let me share the screen. 1 second.
You ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America
and to
and
the
to the republic for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation, under God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with
with
liberty
and justice
for all.
for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
We had an executive session today for personnel matters. This meeting was advertised in Lancaster paper December 26th. Because of state regulations, the first order of business is election of officers and appointment to different committees. So I'll turn the meeting over to RC.
Thank you, Alan. Happy New Year, everyone. What I would like to do is make a motion to elect Alan Fry as the chairman for the East Cocalico Township Board of Supervisors.
And I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Motion carries. Thank you. Alan, I'd like to formally turn the meeting back over to you, sir, as the chairman.
Okay, thank you. Jeff, do you want to do the next one, please?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to elect Romeo Carrasco as vice chairman of the Board of Supervisors.
I'll second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. I'll continue with make a motion to elect Jeffrey W. Mitchell as secretary to the Board of Supervisors. I'll make that motion.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carried. We'll continue with the appointments. RC?
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Alan Fry as the treasurer and Jeff Mitchell as the assistant treasurer.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Romero Carrasco as Chief Administrative Officer for the police non-union pension plans, and Jeff Mitchell as alternate Chief Administration Officer for the police and non-union pension plans. I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
And I will make a motion to appoint Penny Pollock as township manager, assistant secretary, open records officer, and the PSAT's voting delegate.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. I make a motion to appoint, oh goodness, Tony Longo, assistant township manager. Wait, your eyes get older. I need a second.
I will second that.
Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Derek Kepley as the township police chief.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
And I will make a motion to appoint Alan R. Fry as township police commissioner.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Make a motion to appoint Steve Brubaker as planning commission member for a term that expires December 31st, 2024.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
I will make a motion to appoint Edward McAllinis as Recreation Board member for a term that expires on December 31st, 2025.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
And I will make a motion to appoint Daniel J. Becker and Edward R. Nevling as Authority Board members with the East Cocalico Township Water and Sewer Authority for a term expiring December 31st, 2025.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. I'll make a motion to appoint E. Richard Young Esquire as zoning hearing solicitor and Anthony Shumanek Esquire as zoning hearing board solicitor alternate.
I
I
will
will
second
second
that.
that.
Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Jim, number 12. Jeff.
Okay, I'll make a motion to appoint Matthew J. Krem, Jr. Esquire as Transportation Impact Fee Specialist, solicitor.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carried. Motion to appoint Penny Pollock as Transportation Impact Fee Advisor.
And
I
I
will
will,
second that.
Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Goodman and Kneff, consisting of Tom Goodman Esquire and Joseph Kneff Esquire as the East Cocalico Township Solicitors.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to appoint Eckert, Siemens, Charon, and Malott LLC, consisting of Michael McAuliffe Miller Esquire as the labor solicitor.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. I make a motion to appoint Anthony C. Longo as zoning enforcement officer and stormwater enforcement officer, and Becker Engineering, consisting of Brent E. Lead, PE, as alternate zoning code enforcement officer and stormwater enforcement officer.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Becker Engineering LLC, consisting of Brent E. Lead, PE, as land planning engineer and alternate lead transportation impact fee consultant.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
And I'll make a motion to appoint John Schick of Ritu Engineering as the transportation engineer, transportation impact fee consultant, and alternate land planning engineer.
I'll
I
second
will
that.
second it.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Motion to appoint Mike Lasala, of Land Studies Incorporated as a Township MS4 engineer and consultant.
I will second it.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Commonwealth Code Inspection Services Incorporated, consisting of Andrew Nelson as the East Cocalico Township Building Inspector, UCC Building Official, and Code Administrator.
I'll second it. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
And I'll make a motion to appoint Ephrata National Bank as the depositories for the township funds.
I'll second that. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carried. I make a motion to appoint Univest Bank and Trust Company as the depositor of depositors for the township funds.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Harvey Aukie as the fire official.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
And I'll make a motion to appoint Scott Aki as Emergency Management Coordinator.
I'll second that.
Okay, you can second it. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to recommend Chad Weaver as Assistant Emergency Management Coordinator.
I'll second that one.
Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Dale High as Sewage Enforcement Officer and Robert Carpenter as alternate Sewage Enforcement Officer.
I'll second it. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to appoint Judith Loomis and Penny Pollock as the designated user with Univest Bank and Trust Company.
I'll second that motion. Oh, any
Pardon
comments?
me, Mr. Chairman. We did later on make that motion to appoint Judith and Penny and the treasurer as
Okay.
designated users. So if we could have that amended, please.
Okay.
Okay,
You want to make that amended?
we'll start over again.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to appoint Judith Loomis and Penny Pollock, as well as Alan Fry, Treasurer, as the designated user with Univest Bank and Trust Company.
Okay. You want to second it, RC?
I'll second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Lisa A. Kashner as Recording Secretary.
And
I'll
I
second
will
it.
second that.
Comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Brett Hofford as the roadmaster.
I'll second that. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
And I will make a motion to appoint Romeo Carrasco as East Cocalico Township Intermunicipal Group Representative and Penny Pollock as the IMG alternate.
I'll second that. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. I'd make a motion to appoint Daniel J. Becker as East Cocalico Township Intermunicipal Group IMG Representative and Scott Farrell Jr. as the alternate East Cocalico Township IMG Representative for the term expiring December 31st, 2021.
I'll second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carried.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Carolyn Hildebrand as the Lancaster County Tax Collector Bureau Municipal Representative and Penny Pollock as alternate for the municipalities in the Cocalico School District on the LCTCB for 2021.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
And I will make a motion to appoint Romeo Carrasco and Warren Peters as Lancaster County Housing and Redevelopment Authority's Regional Advisory Council Steering Committee as the township representatives.
I'll second that. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Carried, thank you. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Lisa A. Kashner as a recycling coordinator and Jeff Mitchell as the assistant recycling coordinator.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried, thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Alan Fry as Pennsylvania State Association of Township Supervisors, PSATS, alternate voting delegate.
And I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried, thank you.
I'm making a motion to appoint the Zoe's House Rescue as the dog depository.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Barry Weaver as a vacancy board member, sorry.
I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. No. Motion carried. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Ashley Fickthorn as a member of the Zoning Hearing Board for a term that will expire on December 31, 2023.
I will second that.
Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
And I will make a motion to appoint Romeo Carrasco as the Marketing and Economic Development Coordinator for East Cocalico Township.
I'll second that motion. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 No. Motion carried. Thank you.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not seeing one motion here to appoint Judith Loomis as the financial administrator. Can we have that motion, please?
Okay. I'll make that motion.
And I will second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carried. Thank you. Do we have them all now?
I think so.
Okay.
Thank you.
I announce the conclusion of the organizational meeting and call a regular East Cocalico Township meeting to order. Okay. I did announce we had an executive session already today, so.
You did.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
For
Meeting
personnel.
minutes.
For personnel matters.
Yeah, personnel matters. Okay, the meeting minutes for December 17th. Any additions or corrections to those minutes?
Alan?
Go ahead.
So, go ahead, Jeff, sorry.
No, I'm good. Do you have a problem?
Yeah, I just wanted to, under the financial administrator report, I'm just wondering if that's kind of enough to reflect what happened there. Because I know there was some extensive discussions there. Specifically, what I was thinking was, should we be adding something there that related to Miss Kinback? What I wrote down here as a note was Miss Kinback noted that the 2021 budget was for oil and chip only for Rose Hill, not for resurfacing Rose Hill, which was placed in the 2020 budget. That was one item.
Okay. Do you want to add that to it? Okay. Anything else?
Nothing from me.
Okay. Okay, RC then?
Yeah.
Okay. Motion to approve the Thursday, December 17th Board of Supervisors meeting minutes as amended. Are there any additions or corrections? Okay, as amended. I'll make that motion. We adopt them as amended. I need a second.
I'll second that.
Any other comments or questions?
Yes,
Yes.
Ralph here.
Yeah, Ralph.
All right. In the public comment, the non-agenda items, if we have to register or be listed as attending on these calls, why aren't we listed there when we ask questions?
Any?
Well, I think Lisa does cover public comment, minutes, according, or should just be a brief description really leading up to the motion. She does give a general description of what happens in public comment. We don't go into full detail. Everything is on YouTube. So, but official minutes are supposed to, by record and everything that I've learned, are supposed to be a brief description leading up to the motion. So, and then the motion itself. So she does have.
So the standard will be that while we have to register by names list or sign in, that the questions will not be written out.
Not every single question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you. There's no land planning. Informational only. We cannot reopen the budget. And we appointed we advertised the appointment of a CPA, which we will do it later in the meeting. So, Judith, do you have anything about the budget at all? So how'd we end up the year?
Alan, I don't have that information yet. I still have to post interest and some other items before I will know. So I'll have that for the next meeting.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, resolution. Resolution 2021-01. Resolution authorizing the appointment of a certified public accountant to audit the books of East Cocalico Township for fiscal year 2020. Or should we? Yeah, that's all right now.
Chairman Fry, you made that motion. We need a
Yes.
second.
I need a second.
I will second that, Alan.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? The price is roughly a little more than last year, so. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. Resolution 2021-02. Resolution established the fee schedules noted below for 2021. And most of the fees are similar to last year. A couple went up. I think mail dues went up $260. Retu went up $4, something like that. So there are no major changes from last year. So I'll make a motion that we adopt resolution 2021-02. I need a second.
Yeah, I'll second that, Alan.
Any comments or questions? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. Millage rate for next year. The IRS gave us a new rate. The new rate is 56 cents a mile. It's down 1.5 cents from 2020. So I'll make a motion to approve the 2021 millage rate reimbursement as set forth by the IRS, the amount of 56 cents per mile.
I will second that, Alan.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Every year we have to approve the list of haulers.
So Chairman Fry, included in your motion now that is before you, if you would add Purple Heart, we did get their paperwork in just today. So
Okay,
you would like to add Purple Heart to your motion, please?
okay. I like that Purple Heart.
Purple Heart Disposals.
Oops. Flipping papers around too much.
Would you like me to read it for you?
Nope, I got it here.
All right.
Waste haulers, motion to approve the 2021 municipal waste haulers agreements with Eagle Disposal Service, Good Disposal Service, JBS Hauling, Republic Service, Waste Industries, Waste Management, and Purple Heart Disposals. That's a motion to approve them to collect trash in the township 2021.
I will make that motion.
I'll second that, Alan.
Okay, any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Oh, motion carried. Thank you. Police Department. Sergeant Trojan,
Yes, Alan.
thank you for being with us tonight.
You're lucky I figured this computer out. So the chief, I talked to him just on Saturday. He wants to wait till the next meeting to give his monthly report.
Yes, that's normal.
Okay. So I don't have a whole lot other than today we had a new employee start, Rachel Odenwalt. She comes to us from West Lampeter Township, where she was an administrative assistant. She actually put herself through the police academy part-time. Took her a whole year to do it while working full-time and raising 2 kids, and has a husband, lives in Manheim Township. So we're pretty excited for her to start. She did pretty much all the community service programs for West Lampeter Township. So she's coming to us with a lot of, she's never been a police officer, but she's got a lot of experience with some of the programs, and we're looking forward to her starting.
And Mr. Chairman, if we could have a motion to hire Rachel Odenwalt as a level 1 East Cocalico Township Police Officer effective today, Monday, January 4th, 2021.
I'll make that motion.
We'll second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Can I get a
motion-
spelling on the last name, please?
George, Odenwalt.
T. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Anything else?
Other than she just started the FTO program, like I said today, she's got 14 weeks, and then she'll be on her own, and hopefully you guys will see her out and about the township.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Zoning Officer, Tony.
Yes, good evening, everybody. As usual, I'll have a full report at the next meeting with all of the year-end numbers, which will be pretty interesting. It's been another busy year in the zoning and code enforcement department. Unless you have any other questions, I'll let the meeting proceed.
Okay. Thank you, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Roadmaster.
The same thing for our roadmaster, sir. He'll have his full report for you at the next meeting.
Mm-hmm. And Judy, you have anything else?
Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. No, I don't really have anything. I want to reconcile before I give a report, and having just received the bank statements the other day, I haven't had the opportunity to do that. I did hear from Univest today late in the day. The resolution we submitted stated that we wanted all 3 supervisors to sign any withdrawals. I need to verify that was your intention. On our deposits at Ephrata National Bank, there is only 1 signature required out of 3. Was that the intention of the board, or was it supposed to be 1 of 3 signatures?
I think it was all 3.
All
Yeah,
3?
That was the intent, Judy. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the intent.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that adds an extra layer of checks and balances there.
Okay, so just to make you aware, if we want to take money out of Univest and move it to Ephrata, all three of you will need to go to Univest at the same time to make that withdrawal.
Okay,
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. It shouldn't happen that often, really.
hopefully not, yes. Okay, so I will let the bank know tomorrow that was indeed your intent. Other than that, I don't have anything.
Well, we did transfer money from Ephrata National Bank to the Univest last week.
Yes, we did.
That was approved beforehand. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
List of bills. Jeff,
Yes, list of bills for this period. The general fund amount was $106,871.78. And the bills are as presented if there's any questions. And if not, I make a motion to approve.
second the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Motion carried. Thank you.
thank you.
MS4. Mr. McCray.
Okay. The only thing I had this evening is there's an opportunity to order some free trees or shrubs that I was thinking we may want to do some plantings around the township building. We had a couple of trees there, decent sized shade trees that in the last few years died and have since been removed.
Mhm.
And just the question was, since we can get them for free, was there any interest in replacing those trees or adding some shrubs or what have you? The ones that are available are all native species.
So motion be to authorize Ken McCray to place an order with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation for free native trees and shrubs as determined. What's the wish of the board?
I think, sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
Ken, where were your thoughts about where plantings should be?
One of the places would probably be where the old ones were, the ones that died, because there is a picnic table out there and there used to be a tree that provided shade for it. And although it's going to take quite a while before they're big enough to provide a whole lot of shade, it might be something we want to do.
There was more than one. There was a couple trees along that side at one time.
Yes, there were. I went back to the 2012 aerial and there were, between now and then, there were 2 trees that got taken out.
Oh, sorry. Trying to find that picture for you.
Yeah, I guess from my perspective, a few trees there or around the perimeter there out near the front would be good. I know that there was concerns in the past about having them in the rear of the building. I don't think that would be a good idea, but
Well, we took a bunch of trees down around the pool area too. And 68 Ream Road, we could plant some there too.
Okay, I emailed you guys the list of what's available. If you want to do that, we could also put some at the pool or wherever you want them. Just email me a list because I need to get them back to the people probably tomorrow. The original deadline was today.
Okay.
And so I talked to them and they said, yeah, we can get it to them tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. I made the motion. Do I have a second?
I will second that. I think it's important to put some of the trees down just in terms of aesthetically for the building.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Any other comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
aye.
Aye.
No, motion carried. Thank you.
Okay, that's all I have under MS4 right now.
Okay, thank you, Ken. After the rec center, we're going to table that. We're waiting for information back from Jim Summers. 2021 firefighter training.
Gentlemen, at the last meeting, I believe Mr. Weaver or Mr. Stover, don't recall which one, brought up the suggestion of possibly paying for snacks or meals at their trainings that they're going to have this year. And I provided you with a list of their trainings. I think there's 2 days when they're going to have full day trainings, if that's something that you wanted to at least provide meals to them.
Penny, can I say something
Sure.
with that?
Sure.
It's gonna include all the fire companies in plus you whoever that was. It's gonna include all the fire companies in the Cocalico school district area. So I was hoping that we could also reach out to the other municipalities to also contribute to it, so it's not just dumped on you guys as well. So that's what I thought would be a good thing.
Right, and I think, I think the board saw that, and they would probably just want to at least maybe pick out the 2 of those dates. I think you were having full day trainings on March 27th and April 3rd, and maybe the other municipalities could pick up the other dates, if that's 2 dates that this board wanted to commit to.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think it'd be good for us to set a precedent there and maybe get the ball rolling. We'll contact the other municipalities and see if they want to follow along.
Is that okay, Donnie?
Yeah, that's fine. Is it something that Penny will reach out to the other municipalities too, or do you want us to take care of that?
And you, the gentlemen, are the ones that are doing the firefighting. If you want me to, I can.
I can do it. Is there a way you can email me contact information? Because I don't have the information that who to contact for that other
Of the other fire company, sure.
No, the other municipalities.
Oh, sure. No, I can do that. I thought you were contacting the different. Yeah, I can contact the different. Can you tell me what all municipalities you would like to include on that? So do we?
Adamstown, Denver, and West Cocalico. Chad, does that seem about right? I think Chad would know if there's any other companies.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay. So the motion be to authorize the manager to provide food and beverage for the firefighter training March 27th and April 3rd. That's a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Yeah, and I'll second that.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Sure.
You had a busy weekend.
Yes, we did. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Road survey.
Yes, Alan. With everything that we've seen here recently, as far as our road situation, I've done a little research into some of our records, I guess, to see where and how we are prioritizing our road maintenance, and I've been unable to find anything in writing. I think it led to some confusion last year about how we're going to proceed about prioritizing maintenance on different roads, developments, rural roads, etc. I would like to see the board do a complete road survey of the township so that we know where to prioritize future road projects in future years. I know that next year we've settled in on a few things, but beyond that, I don't know that we have any clear direction. So, yeah, I think we ought to be looking at getting our road engineer to give us a complete report of all roads, so that we have an idea going forward where we're gonna need to direct the funds.
Jeff, I agree with you. Here's the thing, though. I think we need to pin down the scope of work for them a little bit better. Okay.
Okay,
I think the scope of work for them should be, I think we need to think about ourselves in terms of what do we want to target. What we had originally discussed, Alan, back in 18 and 19 was 5 years. So we don't know where that stuff is. Okay. So I think what we should do, Jeff, is let's go ahead and narrow the scope of work for them and say we'd like to see over the next an overview of the roads, and over the next 5 years, basically break it out into 3 classes of roads. One class is what are the roads that are considered imminent. They need to be looked at immediately or within the next 24 to 36 months for repairs.
Yep.
The second category we should be looking at should be roads where they're not imminent, of course, but by doing something with them now, we're preventing a situation where those costs could be exorbitant if we let it slip 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Okay. And then the third category in that scope of work should be which roads do we see that are very stable, in good shape, good condition, and which of those roads can slip well beyond a 5 or 6 year view in that initial 5 or 6 year view.
yeah, that's similar to what my thought process is as well. That is a little bit what we saw in the minor review that Mike Nouse did from Ritu. He only looked at several developments where he didn't expand out his scope through the whole township and the rural road system. So, he did say in that brief summary, some roads had 1 to 2 year lifespan until things had to be addressed. And he did prioritize that this stuff has to be done immediately, and blacktop was the answer. So yeah, I think he's well aware of that thought process, and it's spot on to what I'm thinking too, RC.
The question I have is, if they're going to do this, right? Do we do this as an all-inclusive review? Do we also take a look at things like some of the intersections that are critical? Some of the, I know we have some concerns with some of the corners where some of the 53 footers, some of the trucks and the trailers are damaging property over and over on some of the signs and some of the issues we've had there. And do they even take a look at, I don't know when the last time was that we had bridge reviews for some of the bridges. We don't have that many.
They're inspected yearly, I
Yeah.
think.
They're on a regular
Yeah,
schedule.
the state,
That's on a
Specs them.
schedule, that's state,
that's state regulations there, so the bridge is okay.
every 2 years.
Okay. So really then the intersections.
Yep.
And even if it's something that's not going to be looked at, they could help us identify some of the intersections that, hey, they're going to need to be looked at in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
I think Tony's done a little research on some of these problem intersections already. Maybe, Tony, you have any input for us there? What knowledge you've received, or where the thought process is headed in the future there?
In the past, myself, Brent Lead, and more recently with Brett Hoffert, we've looked at a couple of them just to touch base with Brett and bring him up to speed on some of the items that are on our radar. But we haven't gotten any more, obviously, with this new year here. I'm sure we'll get together again and get into a little bit more intense inspection at certain intersections. And that's as much as I can give information on that matter. But Brent and myself, the previous roadmaster, did that quite often, and we'll do that with the new roadmaster coming up this year, I'm sure.
just as a follow-up, Tony, I know that there's been some different thought process how to deal with these intersections as far as trucks turning and getting out of the right of way and damaging signs, etc. Is it your thought that that can go a step further, that there's other ideas we could put in place there, or what has your experience been on that?
Some of these intersections are just plain and simple. They're not designed for 53-foot trailers to navigate. And posting the roads is a good thing, but as you know, we do have a problem intersection there at Loush and North Reamstown Road where that road is posted and truck drivers are following their GPS and they just ignore all signage. They just want to get back to where they need to go. But yeah, as far as intersections are concerned, we have road right-of-way issues. The appropriate square footage there or footage is very limited. Putting some sort of bollards, and we've done that in the past with some success. One is at Reamstown Square. Trucks kept hitting the overhanging porch at an apartment building there. And once we installed a bollard there on the corner, now that bollard has been hit, but at least we don't have property damage to the structure. So we have had some good luck with some good luck with that issue. But it's on a case-by-case basis. Every intersection is different, and how far does the township want to go in trying to make these things a little bit safer and more navigable? Like I said, signage is key. It's usually not too expensive. That would be the first line of defense, I would think. But we'll get the roadmaster's view on that, as we will our township engineers, John Schick and also Brent Lee.
So, short of rebuilding some intersections, I guess the trucks shouldn't even be on those roads to start with, as part of the point here. Mm-hmm. If the road's posted, so damage that's occurred, it gets to be a frustrating situation, I guess. Yeah, it is. And a lot of these trucks are going over personal property. Another intersection we have is Stevens Road and Line Road. The gentleman that lives on that corner, every year we get phone calls from him about the tractor trailers navigating his corner, taking out the stop sign and going up on his property. Speaking as another resident who lives on a corner property, I see that type of thing all too often. I've got trucks in my front yard from time to time, and it's almost impossible to catch them when they do it because it's done at all hours of the day and night. But again, how far do we want to go? Rebuilding an intersection is very costly, and trying to limit these trucks.
No, Tony, we know the costs are exorbitant in some cases, yeah. Right? But I think what we need to do is we at least need to start with a very, very clear view of what's needed over 5 years, right? And then, Jeff, even adding to what's going to be required in 10 years, right? Just so we have goals that we're shooting for and we know what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you're right. Some of these intersections, when you've got right-of-way issues and all of those items, of course, they're going to be very expensive, but there's going to be a time and a place where 10 years, 12 years, 8 years down the road, we're going to be forced to address it. Right. Yeah. And even if those intersections are critical intersections that they come back to us with, and PennDOT needs to be involved, then we should be finding ways to put pressure on PennDOT to improve those intersections. Yeah. However that's done, that should be one of the action items that we have as a board. Right.
So the motion.
Yeah. One other comment, Alan.
Yeah.
The other thing I'd like to do with that too is I've seen in government how some of these things kind of drag on and drag on. I'd like to put a deadline in there. I'd like to ask them to take a look at that and give us an initial overview within by the end of the first quarter. So by the end of March.
Okay. The motion that was hit was to get a price from them. You just want them to go ahead and have them do that.
No, not have them do that, but get a price from them, including the scope of work. Correct. The scope of work we described with a completion date,
Date, okay.
at least an initial overview of their report with a completion date by the end of August.
So let me review this with you, gentlemen, to make sure I have it correct. So it would
Yep.
be a proposal to seek out costs from Ritu and Associates to do an analysis of road conditions, broken out in 3 classes, immediate to 24 months, 24 months to 5 years, and 5 years on beyond. And you also want them to look at the critical intersections.
Mhm.
You get a cost proposal on that, and you want the initial overview by March 31st, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You made the motion, RC?
Yes.
You want to
Yep.
second it, Jeff?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Any other comments or questions? Ralph?
Take June first. She had her hand up first.
Oh, did she? Go ahead, June.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
Are you keeping in mind that Meadow Brook will be dug up over the next 3 years?
Yes. Yes, we have that. Yeah, we have that. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm saying, you're going to review these streets.
Yeah, that information will be provided to Ritu, all the work that the sewer authority is going to do, because we do have a list from the sewer authority of their projects.
Yeah.
So that will be turned over to them.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Getting back to utilities digging up streets. Do we have an ordinance on the books now? Whereas if a utility is constantly digging up, like, for example, I know it's not our road, but 897 gets dug up a lot in between 272 and Peace Church. Is there any kind of ordinance that we have that says if a utility does this more than once within a certain year period, that they would have to repave that street, not just patch it?
Actually, June, if I may, I'm going to, would like to go over that with the board later on during my report at the legislators and municipal managers meeting that was discussed in detail. And I would like to review that information with the board later on in my report because as you're stating, something does need to be done there. And I would just like to inform the board of everything that happened at that meeting.
There are other towns that do have ordinances that regulate when these utilities dig up the streets, that they have to do much more than they do.
Correct.
Hmm.
But there's other conditions as well that need to be discussed.
I don't know if that includes state roads. And it's 897 that's really dug up a lot.
Yeah, well, 897 is a state road, as she says.
Well, yeah.
But this discussion at the legislators meeting also included state roads. So I'll review that information with the board, and maybe you'll listen to that, and maybe you'll have some more things that you would like to interject at that point as well.
Right now, are you considering changing Rose Hill again?
I think the board already made a motion to do that.
You made a motion.
I know you did, but I want to make sure that you don't review it again and then change it.
No, we're not going to change it.
Well, okay, you said it. You're not going to change it. What about the signs that were ordered that says East Cocalico that were going to be put up on the roads? That was last year.
And I would have to get with our roadmaster on that. I don't have information on that right now.
Okay.
And are the other years they put a lot of pebbles, rocks on the streets? Have they done?
They're cutting back on that. They're using more salt and less anti-skid now because of the
Cinders, yes.
Yeah, the cinders in MS4 and the storm drains and stuff like that. So they're using more salt.
Salt is better to get into the water stream than cinders? Seriously?
Salt's not good.
No, it's what Chairman about clogging up the storm drains. So we do have anti-skid and salt, and it gets mixed in together and used accordingly. They make that determination based off the weather. If they are used, we'll have the street sweepers out again next year like we do every year, except last year there wasn't that much, so we did not get street sweepers last year.
Yeah.
Because it was very little. But
I think they did change their mixture though less,
To more salt,
more salt, less anti-skid.
right?
All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Ralph?
The October highway report that Mr. Mitchell flashed at us last meeting, how much did that report cost?
We'd have to,
You'd have to research that in the list of bills.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So let me ask the question differently. Mr. Fry, did you happen to vote on spending that money for that particular October report?
When it showed up in the list of bills, I did.
Okay, so you don't think you pre-authorized it for a vote and then go spend the money?
I don't remember back then. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Mr. Carrasco, did you happen to vote on spending that money for this past October's road report?
No, not that I remember, no.
Okay, so how is that road report going to, are we paying for the same report again, or is this road report from this past October going to be part of the new survey? Mr. Mitchell.
It would be my thought that that information would be incorporated to alleviate any redundancy in what was looked at, Ralph.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, I wanted to make a comment that just for future reference, there is environmental concern about salt getting into waterways.
yeah,
The amount of salt in streams and so forth is increasing, and in some places it's getting to the point where it's affecting the wildlife in the stream. So that we don't have regulations at the moment that we can't do that, but somewhere down the road, there may be restrictions put on the amount of salt we can use.
good point. Okay, manager's report.
Oh, Alan, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can I bring up one item under new business, I guess,
Yeah,
new business? Maybe it should have been done under old business. I just want to make sure I clarified the record from our last meeting on one item. I believe it was mentioned that Reamstown does have audited financials annually. Jeff, I think you had said that. Did you get a set of financials from them that were audited?
What they had mentioned in the past was that their financials are audited through Weinhold Nickel. No, I have seen nothing yet from them. They are in the process of installing QuickBooks, and I've seen nothing other than what the board has seen.
Okay, because I just want to clarify for the record, the financials that they have provided for us are not audited financials. Okay, the reports that they provided from us, the independent accountant's review report from Weinhold Nichols is exactly that. It's an independent accountant review. It specifically states in the disclosure sheet on the first page from Weinhold Nichols, and I'll quote it. It specifically states the following. A review includes primarily applying analytical procedures to a management's financial data and making inquiries of management. A review is substantially less in scope than an audit, the objective of which is the expression of an opinion regarding the financial statements as a whole. Accordingly, we do not express such an opinion. So again, these are not audited financials. The documents that come from Weinhold Nichols are strictly a review of the material that's provided, just so we clarify the record.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
thank
Got
you. Okay. Move on to manager's report.
Yes, one of the first topic I have is PSTATs. Last year, everybody did register for the 2020 conference, and that was postponed. All of our money was transferred to this year's conference. So who registered last year were the chairman, myself, Tony, our zoning officer, and the roadmaster, Chris Flory. We are changing the Chris Flory to Brett Hoffer, our new roadmaster. But since I'll be handing all those conference registrations, just wanted to know if we want, well, I know we want to include Judy in on that. I know she's interested. I didn't know if Mr. Mitchell or RC was interested as well. So in attending any kind of PSATs conference trainings this year.
That for me, it starts to get in the middle of my work season then. I can't commit that far ahead.
Okay. Well, most of those, their conferences in April. But last year they did spread that out throughout the year. So we'll get more information on that.
Yeah. Penny, I am interested. I agree with Jeff. My preliminary answer is yes, I'm interested, but I got to see where they're going to fall in schedule wise.
Okay. All right. So the motion would be just to authorize the township manager to revise the 2021 PSTATs conference registrations as discussed. So I will add Judy. I'll find out more details on what the conference is, and then I'll get back to Mr. Mitchell and Mr. Carrasco, and they can let me know if they can attend any of those, and we'll go from there.
Okay,
So
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
Need a second?
I'll second that.
Any other comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you.
Second item I'd like to bring up, gentlemen, is, there's been discussion about what we pay our planning commission members and our zoning hearing board members. I did check with PSTATs, and the going rate is $50 per meeting. We have been paying that to our members, but I know that same rate has been in existence for probably 10 years, if not longer. So I just want to bring that up for discussion. If you would like to give these members an increase in pay, it is hard to find volunteers. And they're not volunteers, but individuals that'll give up their time. Some of these meetings can get pretty intense, and there's some pretty key issues. So just as to show your appreciation, just consider this and possibly give them an increase from their $50 per meeting rate. So I would like to discuss that among the members if we could.
I think we should raise it, even though he sets $50. The time and effort these individuals put in, I'd like to see them receive a little more in gratitude for all their service.
Yeah, if you were on zoning for a long time, I mean, there's a lot of research that has to go back before you just walk into a meeting, right? I mean, there's a lot of extra time in there.
Yeah, it's always helpful to have the expert, the solicitor there, and to, help guide you through some of the history of, every zoning application is different. They don't fall within the zoning guidelines put together by our board. There's normally a reason they come in. It's just because there's some little caveat that makes their situation different. So yeah, it does. There is a lot of thought that goes into some of the applications. Your goal is to always be fair and honest and straightforward with anybody that comes in, and to look at things objectively. And normally I found that it takes time and it takes thought. You don't want to jump to snap conclusions, and it might take a follow-up call to the solicitor just for some more background that didn't come up during the meeting. So zoning is can be pretty complex, but then all of a sudden the next application comes in and it's real simple. You can make a snap judgment and move forward. It's similar to the precedent that was set with other decisions. So I can remember one over the years where it stretched out, I think, to 7 or 8 different months and meetings, and that got rather complex. So from my perspective, nobody's ever going to make a living off of volunteering for a board, but at the same time, over the last 20 years, the cost of everything else has gone up. So an increase in remuneration here, I think, is warranted.
Yeah, I think it's the respectful thing to do, considering I think it's been years and years and years, if not over a decade, since there's been an increase there.
Ralph?
I get to sit on one of those 2 boards. So my question is, was this increase budgeted?
There's room in the budget, gentlemen.
My personal feeling was raise it $25 to make it $75 a meeting. That was my opinion on this when I looked over, we started discussing it. It's not going to make anybody rich. It's not going to hurt our budget at all.
No, and again, I think the intent here is be respectful of people's time in terms of the amount of time and research they're putting into these meetings. I don't have a problem with that, Alan. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I can go along with that too, Alan.
Okay, so the motion to increase the per meeting rate for pay for both the planning commission and the zoning hearing board from $50 to $75. I'll make that motion.
And I will second that.
Any comments or questions beyond that? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, Penny.
Yep, so a couple other things before I get into the legislators meeting. Park and Rec Board did meet on the 22nd. We had a Zoom meeting. There was some discussion back and forth there about the Reamstown Park and what to put in there. There was a toss-up between basketball courts and a bike/skating park. So they want to talk about the impervious coverage that park would take at the next meeting. But this year they would like to concentrate on Stony Point and Reamstown parks this year. Obviously, I've been setting up a lot of Zoom meetings with developers and all these beginning of the year meetings. We have been applying for CARES Act money. We did submit for our full amount, which originally started out at $40,000 and that went up to $137,000. We have submitted for all that money and we got note to date that the majority of that money should be on its way. So we'll be looking for those checks. To get back to the Lancaster County Legislators and Municipal Managers meeting took place on Friday, December 18th via Zoom. That was hosted by Warwick Township and Dan Zimmerman. Representative Mike Sterla was in attendance, as well as Senator Ryan Allman. So they discussed the budget process. They discussed the CARES funding. They noted that the 2021 budget was passed and the 21-22 budget discussions will start in January. The legislators know what they need. So the legislators would like to know what we need so they can get items drafted. So if you have anything that you would like your legislators to know, now's the time to do that so they can get that information in and start working for you. They noted because of COVID, the liquid fuels money, there's going to be a big gap in that. So there will be less projects that they'll be able to do. So they need to rethink on how to fund a lot of that budget money. They don't know where the new grants are at. The RCRAC grant or the Growing Greener have yet to be announced. They say communication with PennDOT is lacking on those items and it's hard to get solid information from them. They said they will be facing a $4 billion deficit next year, so drastic cuts need to be made. They noted $750 million of the liquid fuels is used for state police budget. And that's a big contention with Representative Sturla. So because it leaves less for the municipalities. So he thinks that the municipalities that use state police service should pay for that. So the liquid fuels money could then be returned to its original, what it should be. So the municipalities would get that. They're unsure of the growing greener grants. And like I said, the RCAP grants seem to be on track. We talked about on the agenda was radar use for our municipal police. That bill has not yet been introduced, but Senator Almond believes it will come up in this upcoming session. He said that the committee chairs in the Senate and the House play a big role in what gets on the floor. So they're hoping for those. So now to get to June's point, a lot of talk was done about utility relocations and utilities in our roads, utilities allowed on poles, that there's no minimum performance evaluation or standards required from those utilities. Warwick has been unfortunate that they've had 67 companies vying for space in their roundabout and upgrades, and the right-of-way management needed. He said deadline notification that was needed by the utility companies. The communication there is terrible. He said municipalities, developers, PennDOT, everybody has issues with utility companies and the lack of communication and coordination. He said it's the same way with the vast array of internet companies. They also have the same issues with UGI, not doing the work in compliance and finishing the work in the time slot stated. This goes for underground work, as well as poor subcontractors are being used. Deadlines to respond to municipalities does not exist, yet we must notify them at 3 days in advance for PA1 calls. So they were asking PSTES to get involved to try to help remedy the situation and help create ordinances for all kinds of utility work in our right-of-ways, be it what Ms. Kinback said about cutting the roads or just, notifying the townships and working with them. It's a big issue for everyone, including the state and PennDOT. They talked about fire and emergency management services, that the municipalities are all under SWIFT for their cancer rates, for cancer insurance, and the rates are continually raised even though there's no claims. They talked about emergency services being the #1 cost for all municipalities, with the police being the biggest of the budget. Almond wants to see the rate increases by SWIFT and why they are called for. They also want to know how much is it going to increase if we have to cover them for post-traumatic stress disorder, which they're talking about that. They went on to talk about DEP and the processing of joint permits is the time frame is lax quite a bit, the turnaround time, which I know Tony in our zoning office can appreciate that. They know that DEP staff is down 80 people because how the state had to cut their budget. And they're also looking into right-to-know requests to be able to change the electronic responses, because many companies are doing that and soliciting jobs. And now that they're electronic responses, that we can't even charge them anything. So those were pretty much the discussions over today's meeting. The only other thing that I have under my topic for discussion is the next board meeting. I know you like to announce at the end of the meeting, Mr. Chairman, how we're going to be holding that meeting. So maybe we want to just bring that up now. Are we going to hold that in person? Or are we going to hold that via Zoom once again? So when you do make the announcement at the end, we can let people know. So.
What's the wish of the board? Do we do it in person next meeting or Zoom?
Well, Alan, I'm I guess I'm still concerned. You hear CDC talking about post-Christmas surges and into the new year. I've heard of some more friends that have come up positive in the last 3-4 weeks. I don't think we're over the hump here yet. It's my opinion.
RC, what do you think?
I think we try one more with Zoom.
Okay. I'd rather get back in the hole, but I'm afraid we don't want to do it too soon. So, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, public comment. Any public comment? Ralph?
It sounded like earlier in this session that you said the budget would not be reopened this month. Did I hear that right?
You're right. Mhm.
Okay, even though there was a
Motion?
yes, for the paving,
Mhm.
that was outside the 10% bracket. So it does not require the budget to be reopened.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
According to our solicitor, Ralph, budgets can only be reopened during a municipal election year. This is not a municipal election year. And that's the only time a budget can be reopened according to the second class township code. So our solicitor, also in the second class township code, it says you can transfer large amounts of money, but you must wait till after 90 days. So after the 90 days are up, so April 1st, we would then be allowed to transfer capital reserve money to the general fund to do that road work that a motion was made for. So the budget,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
June?
There you go.
Does that mean that you're gonna have to wait 90 days to do a request for bid?
I'm sorry, June, we can't hear you.
Well, that's understandable with these things. Does that mean that we have to wait 90 days just for you to do the RFP?
No. The RFP will go out. We can't transfer any money to pay for the job, but we can transfer the money come April 1st, and trust me, they won't even be doing paving yet. So it's all good.
It's all good.
Okay, regarding what you just said about ordinances and ripping up the streets, a friend of mine who was a councilman in Berks County had told me that they have had an ordinance on the books for quite some time about that. So if you want, I can try and get a copy of that.
Okay.
Hey, would you please?
Yeah, I'm
Please.
sorry. What township was that, June?
I don't remember what township. I think it was either Cumru or Sinking. I think it was Sinking.
Okay.
He doesn't live where he was a supervisor now, so I'm
Okay.
not sure where he was.
Okay. We do have road cut ordinances in place, but they're supposed to repair the roads back to the condition they found them in. A lot of times they do that work in the fall and just do a patch job or a cold patch job, but they're supposed to come back in the spring then.
Okay, and last month I sent a right to know about legal fees and I didn't get any response.
Did you send an email or an actual right to know request? I believe it was just an email.
Yeah.
If I recall, yeah. So if you want to send in an official right to know request, we'll be able to take care of that for you, June.
Okay, I guess I am wondering why I didn't get any response back saying that that's what I had to do.
So,
Can I get an answer to that?
so well,
We had holidays. I apologize for not getting back to you. There were some holidays in there.
yeah. So yeah, any kind of information like that, June, has to be on a right to know request. So you know for now.
That's what I sent. All right, I'll send it again.
Thank you, June. Any other public comment? Okay. Announcements. The Cocalico Leaders Meeting will be held at 7 p.m. Tuesday, March 23rd at the Denver Recreation Center. It's been postponed a couple months because of this COVID. Hopefully by that time, things are better. Our next supervisor meeting will be held Thursday, January 21st, 2021 at 7 p.m. via Zoom. The meeting details will be placed in the township website. A motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion, Alan.
Yeah, and I'll second it, Alan.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 No, motion carried. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Happy New Year.